Two federal judges ordered the Trump administration to continue funding the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program on Friday. The Department of Agriculture will use $4.65 billion in contingency funds to cover 50% of the SNAP benefits for the month of November. To fully cover the benefits in November normally costs around $9 billion. It is unclear when and how much the SNAP cards will be reloaded. Officials say that it can take several weeks to distribute partial payments, and when the government reopens, families can receive benefits without delay. On Friday, Mayor Michelle Wu said the city is partnering with local organizations to support families in need as much as possible.
This moment calls for all of us, government, nonprofits, individuals, philanthropy, and business, to come together for our community. We know we can't close the entire gap, but we will do everything in our power to get support to folks who need it. The majority of Boston SNAP recipients are seniors, people with disabilities, and families with children. So we'll be partnering with organizations who know these communities best, like Age Strong, the Boston Housing Authority, our Disabilities Commission, Boston Public Schools, the YMCA, and others.
BPS Superintendent Mary Skipper reminded residents that every student in Boston Public Schools has access to free lunches, and she also provided resources for free after-school meals.
Additionally, we have 64 sites that serve after-school meals, which sometimes families are not aware of. We will be putting this all out through our social media, as we normally do, through our website, through the city site, but 64 sites will also afford opportunity for afternoon meals, and we would encourage families to take advantage of that.
Lee Pelton from the Boston Foundation and Senator Ed Markey condemned the Trump administration and emphasized the devastating impact of pausing the federal food aid program that millions of Americans rely on.
As a U.S. State Attorney General recently said, SNAP is one of our nation's most effective tools to fight hunger, and the USDA has the money to keep it running. There is no excuse for this administration to abandon families who rely on SNAP or food stamps as a lifeline. The decision by the federal government not to release funds for SNAP and other food programs has put the health of more than 1 million people in this state at risk.
I am angry on behalf of all of the people in our state who are about to suffer because of an avoidable crisis being created by Donald Trump in order to cut health care, to cut food programs, to cut Head Start, to cut all of these programs that work for the poorest and the working families in our country.
Over 1 million Massachusetts residents rely on SNAP to afford food, including children, people with disabilities, and veterans. Governor Maura Healey said Massachusetts is ready to distribute reduced SNAP benefits once they receive the federal funding. The City of Boston and the Boston Foundation raised $1 million to support families in need during this time. Boston residents can go to boston.gov/SNAP, projectbread.org, boston.gov/food-resources, and gbfb.org/need-food for food assistance.